Hello, welcome to Gentle Soul Tea Solutions. How can I help you today? Oh, I'm so glad you've come to our store. I'd be more than happy to walk you through our teas and come up with some recommendations for you to help you find your new favourite blend. Can I start just by asking you a few questions about your tea preferences? So I just want to kind of start with this question, asking you about your tea experience. So out of the following, which describes your experience with tea? Would you say you're a rookie, a novice, an enthusiast, an expert, or you're not sure? Okay. And then which types of tea do you enjoy? Just want to make sure that the blends that I recommend will be the right fit for you. So do you like white, black, green, oolong, herbal, or you're just not sure? Okay, perfect. And how do you feel about caffeine? Do you love it? You don't mind it? You tolerate it? Or you're just like, no? Or you can be unsure as well. That's totally fine. Okay, well, just to let you know, in our teas, our caffeine levels, I would say 3 cups of black tea equals 1 cup of coffee, if you wanted to kind of compare there. And then 5 cups of green tea equals 1 cup of coffee. And we do have herbal blends that are naturally caffeine free, so I can walk you through those as well. But just to give you some perspective there. And then which flavours do you love? So each of our teas is blended for the ultimate palette experience of colour, aroma and taste. And this question is really going to help me recommend teas that fit your ideal flavour profile. So out of the following, which do you love? So grassy, floral, fruity, minty, earthy, or you're not sure? Okay, perfect. And tea preparation, of course, is part of a daily routine. Sometimes we can call it a daily ritual. And I want to make sure that I recommend a tea that fits your preferred method. So what type of brewer are you? Would you say you're tea bag always, infuser or strainer, teapot, tea bag and loose leaf infuser, or none of the above? Okay. And out of these following statements, which of them best describe you? So would you say I love normal teas, classic breakfast teas with milk, or I'm interested in teas that can help me sleep, energize, cold bust, I want them? Or are you looking to reduce your caffeine intake but still want great tasting teas? Or you're sort of more open to explore anything? Okay, sure. And just to add in a little bit of a fun question, just as we like to have fun with our blends, how would your friends describe you? So would they say you're health conscious, a sweet tooth, a foodie, or a kindred spirit? Yeah, great. And then which benefits are you looking for in particular? So are you looking for help with sleep and relaxation, energy sort of boost, or a cold buster perhaps? Just by understanding your goals, it can help me provide you a recommendation that fits around your needs and lifestyle. Okay, fantastic. So I'm just going to ask one more question and then I think I will be able to find you some really lovely blends that you'll love. So when do you drink tea? Of course, tea can be enjoyed at any time and for any occasion, but by understanding your approach to tea, I can tailor your recommendations based on occasion and also caffeine levels. So would you say you drink your tea right when you wake up or at breakfast, in the morning at work, or for a midday sort of pick me up, or when you get home and need to relax, before bed, when you're unwell, or you're not sure? Okay, fantastic. So I think based on what you've told me today, our caffeine-free and decaf teas would be the best for you. Do you know any sort of particular flavours you enjoy? Okay, so let me guide you through our caffeine-free teas, and then you can kind of give me a hint if you like them or if it's something like no way. But I think I've got a few recommendations for you as well that I think you'll love. So let's get started on that. So we have 3 tea types in our caffeine-free selection. This includes rooibos, herbal and fruit. And each of these types of teas have different properties, flavour profile and suit different brewing techniques, but they're all naturally caffeine free and of course delicious. So I'll start off with the rooibos tea we have. So this is a leaf native to South Africa that is dried and blended in a similar way to the tea leaf. We then blend other ingredients with our rooibos as a base. So this is great with hot or with or without milk essentially, and suits all types of milk including plant milks. You can also have fruity or more desserty, let's say rooibos blends that are great cold brewed in any milk. You're welcome to add a sweetener of choice, but we find here that most of our customers think that our blends don't need it, especially when enjoying with milk. So that's rooibos for you. And I know some people can be put off if they previously had some straight rooibos, as it can be a tad metallic on its own, but that's not the case with our rooibos teas. Our customers usually tell us that they get a hint of vanilla with most of ours, so I think you'll quite like them. So I've got a couple that I can recommend to you. So the first one I would recommend is our apple strudel tea. It tastes like, I'd say, cinnamon, also fruity and a bit of vanilla. It's a really beautiful tea. It's got aromatic apple and cinnamon in it with warming and spice rooibos tea base. And if you like apple tea, I definitely recommend it. So that's the first sort of one. Then the second one I would recommend is our rhubarb and custard tea. So this I would say tastes creamy, a bit like dessert, sweet, and you've also got that hint of vanilla taste as well. I think rhubarb and custard, I would say, is really like a match made in heaven anyway. And this is a naturally caffeine-free, antioxidant-rich blend that's going to satisfy your sweet tooth. And it's got less than 1 calorie per cup, so it's really good. And this blend is created specifically for cold brewing, and this can actually bring out different, more intense flavours, and it's also a great way to enjoy tea in the summer. So that's a really nice one. Then we have herbal teas. So you may have heard of these as a tisane, perhaps, and what we class herbal teas as is really any blend that is predominantly from a herb, root or flower. So some examples of this are rose, ginger, chamomile, mint or lemongrass. These are really great hot and always without milk. You can have, I guess, fruity or minty herbal blends, cold brewed in water or lemonade, but I would recommend them having them hot mainly. And a lot of the herbs I use in these teas are for their holistic benefits. So chamomile and lavender are usually really good for sleep, or mint and ginger for digestion. And I know some people are sometimes put off by herbal teas because they have licorice root in them, but I just want to say don't be put off by that, because the root of the plant doesn't taste like the sweets that you've had as a child, unless you really like licorice. It's a naturally sweet root, so that activates your sweet taste buds, but with 0 sugar needed. And I'd say most of our herbal teas are fairly sort of floral, minty or fruity. So I can recommend some of those for you as well. So firstly, I would recommend our peppermint tea. So this one tastes like mint, as you can expect, and it's a bit floral as well. And it's really focused on sort of making you feel relaxed. I think that's what I feel like when I drink it. And it's really tasty, so you've got a refreshing, crisp blend of whole peppermint leaves and blue cornflowers. It's a really beautiful tea, I'd say. And also, if you're used to lower quality peppermint, you might want to steep this tea only for a minute for a gentler brew, because it can be quite intense, but it's a beautiful one. And caffeine free, which is fantastic, I think. Then I would recommend our chamomile tea. So our chamomile tea, I would say, tastes like chamomile, lavender, and a bit floral as well. It's a really comforting sort of combination, and it's perfect for getting cozy before bedtime as well. So that's a really relaxing one as well, I would say. And then finally, out of our herbal teas, the final one I sort of recommend to you based on your answers is our lemon and ginger tea. So this tastes like lemon, ginger, and it's quite sweet as well. I would say it's one of the best teas I've actually had. It's got incredibly juicy lemon blend in there with just a right balance of fiery ginger root. So I think it's a really lovely one there. So that's our herbal teas. And finally, we have our fruit teas. They're also known as fruit infusions, and we class fruit teas as any blend that is made predominantly from fruit pieces. It's great hot and usually without milk, but our fruit tea is also brilliant cold brewed in water, lemonade, or infused into spirits. So I think that would be nice. And I would say also that just to flag that our fruit teas do contain hibiscus, but I don't want you to put that to put you off either. We know that a lot of other tea brands overuse this ingredient, and it can be quite tart when they do that, but really we use it quite sparingly to bring out berry flavours in our fruit teas. So I can walk you through a couple of them that I think you really like. So firstly, I'd recommend our strawberry lemonade tea, and this is quite a fruity and zesty tea. You've got apple pieces in there, hibiscus, elderberries, blackberry leaves, rose hip, lemon slices, orange peel, sunflower petals, strawberry pieces, and lime flavouring. So it's quite a nice one. And it's got a bunch of flavours in there that I've kind of gone over with you. So I think that's a really nice one. Then I'd also recommend our blueberry and peach tea. So this is quite fruity, you can taste a lot of berries in there and sweet. So it's got all that blueberry flavour but none of that sugar. And this blend is also curated specifically for cold brewing. So again, that can just bring out more intense flavours, and again, great to enjoy in the summer. So those are my recommendations for you. What are your thoughts? Okay, fantastic. I think that's a really good idea to start off with 2 different flavours and just see how you get along with them. I think, yeah, that'd be the best thing to start with. Now, did you want them as loose leaf or tea bags? Yeah, sure. So, for the tea bag, let me come up on the till here, just get the prices for you. So you can have a 15 pouch for £6.25, and that's for both flavours. We just have sort of set price here. Or you can have a 40 pouch is for £15. And then finally we have £100 for £35.40. I would say if you're just trying to try them out and see if you like them, I would just maybe start with the 15 pouch and then you can kind of get a flavour and see if you want to buy more. I think just to try it out, that's a really good sort of size for you. And really good news for you as well is that if you sign up to our newsletter today, you will get 10% off your purchase. So don't worry too much about the price. You'll have a little discount there, which will make you feel better. Yeah, you want to sign up? Okay, fantastic. So let me just get your teas ready for you. So I've scanned those through. And just to get your discount, could I sign you up to our newsletter? Yeah, perfect. So could I just start by taking your first name, please? Perfect. And your last name, please? Fantastic. And finally, could I have your email address? Okay, perfect. You're all signed up, so I'll get that discount added right now. So your total today would have been £12.50, but with your discount, you're getting it for £11.25. And of course, I'll add some samples so you can try some other teas, and hopefully you'll come back. Okay, fantastic. So whenever you're ready, let me know, would you like to pay by cash or card? Card, okay, fantastic. So that's all ready for you. You can tap your card when you're ready. Fantastic. So here are your lovely teas. I hope you really enjoy them and you come back soon. Okay, thank you. Bye bye.